everyone, welcome to today's video. I will be sharing with you the products that I purchased in my first pretty big luxury or high-end beauty haul of the year. As always, the new year brings a lot of new makeup releases, and I do have some of those in this video from Charlotte Tilbury, from NARS, but I also have some products in this haul that are just things that have been on my wish list for a while that I finally just caved and purchased. I'm very excited to say that this video is another partnership with Nordstrom, and I love partnering with Nordstrom because I love shopping at Nordstrom. They have such a great selection of products. When you go in store, the people working there are always so helpful, and as I've mentioned in videos in the past, I am really thankful that I can reserve products online or purchase them online and then just go to the store and do curbside pickup, or they have an area at my Nordstrom where you walk in and you can just pick up your order. And last week I placed an order online for some of these items and I went to go pick them up and it was very easy. I could have just left, but I didn't. I decided I'm gonna go check out what's new in the cosmetics department. And yeah, so I ended up with some more stuff. Okay, I've been talking a lot, so let's get into the products. The first item is from Charlotte Tilbury. Most of you know I am a Charlotte Tilbury fanatic, and I try to talk myself out of all of her new releases. But then, inevitably, I end up purchasing what I tried to talk myself out of. So at Nordstrom on the display, they had two new Hollywood Flawless Eye Filter Luxury Palettes. I ended up picking up Star Aura. The other palette was called Diva Lights. And I'm sitting here thinking, why didn't I just buy that one too when I was there? Because as I just said, I'm probably gonna end up purchasing it anyway, so I just put off the inevitable. So this is the palette that I actually have on my eyes right now. I do have a dark brown from another palette that I'll be showing you in a moment on the outer corners of my eyes, but overall, this entire eye look was created using this palette. And this, from what I understand, is a new eyeshadow formula for Charlotte Tilbury. In looking around on the internet, I did see someone mention that this is a formula that Charlotte has had before in her Supermodel Eye Quad from years ago, which I actually own. I really like this formula. I know some of my more mature skin viewers might be looking at this or might look at the swatches and think, oh, that's too shimmery for me. But what's interesting about these shadows is that they give not a shimmer or sparkle or glitter to the lid. They have a smoothing, glowing effect. Hopefully that makes sense. What Charlotte's goal was with these Flawless Filter eye palettes is similar to what her goal is with her Hollywood Flawless Filter face products, which is one of my favorite products. I've talked about it in numerous videos. It can be mixed in with a foundation or you can use it as a highlight. I'll link it in the description box if you want to check it out. They have new shades. They're just beautiful. So the effect behind the Hollywood Flawless Filter face products is to make your face look naturally flawless, like it's been filtered. So what this quad does for your eyes is it puts the emphasis on your eye color. I feel like when you're looking at my eyes right now, you're seeing more my actual eye color versus eyeshadow. I mean, you're definitely seeing my eyeshadow, but in my opinion, I think it just looks very soft. This is great for someone who wants an easy, everyday look, but you want to take it up a notch. You want to be a little bit glam, but you don't want to be over the top glam with a lot of sparkle and shimmer. And again, these have a very smoothing effect, even on my more mature lids that has a little bit more loose skin. When I applied this darker shade all over my lid with a brush, and at first it looked sort of shimmery, but as you blend it out, it becomes more watercolor-ish and more matte. It's hard to explain. You really have to play around with these shadows yourself. And if you've been on the fence, I definitely recommend picking one up, either this one or the Diva Lights, because they are limited edition. So since we're talking about eyeshadow palettes, I'll move on to the other eyeshadow palette that I got and I'm wearing as I said, the brown shade on the outer corners of my eyes. This is from NARS. This is from the Claudette collection. It's called Saint Germain des Prés. I always hate when I have to pronounce French words on camera. I took French in high school and I don't remember anything. So this palette contains 3 matte shades, and then you have 2 shimmery shades, and then a third that I would call a soft shimmer. It's not quite as sparkling as the other 2, which I think make great toppers. If I wanted to take this look up a notch, I would just take my finger, go into one of these 2 shades here on the ends, and just pop that on the center of my mobile lid. And I really like the selection of matte browns in this palette. You get one that's more reddish, you get one that's more plummy brown, and then you get one that's just a true chocolate brown. And this is the one I have on the outer corners. And they're pigmented, but they're not so rich in color that they're difficult for a beginner to use. I kind of like that they go on not really sheer, because that's always a turn off to me if they have no pigment at all and I'm building and building and building. I get frustrated and it's just a no-go for me. But I found these applied with the perfect amount of pigment. When I wanted to intensify it a little bit, I just went back over and patted a little bit in on the outer corners and all was good. So I'm really happy with this. And I'm also really happy with the blush palette from the same collection. This is the NARS Claudette Blush Duo. Now the description says these are 2 matte blushes. I did not know that when I first started using it. I honestly thought this was a bronzer. And I've been using it as a bronzer / contour. I do have both on right now. And this works for me as a really nice contour. If you have light or fair to light skin, I think this would be a great contour color for you too, because it's not orangey. A lot of times when you have fair or light skin and you go to use a contouring product, it's just too either muddy looking or orangey, and this is perfect. Of course, it's beautiful as a blush as well. And if you're one of those people that loves NARS Orgasm Blush, but you don't like the shimmer in it, this to me is NARS Orgasm without the shimmer. It is the perfect pinky peach blush. I think it's so pretty. And I've been reaching for this palette every single day. I love it. I haven't had a chance to play with this just yet. It is from Too Faced. It is the Kitty Likes to Scratch On the Fly eyeshadow palette. And there were a couple of these available, a couple of different variations of these little palettes, and I really do enjoy a mini palette. I much prefer small palettes over big palettes. I think these are great for traveling, and I definitely think they're great for those of us that don't ever go through a full pan of eyeshadow, because we're always just using shadows from different palettes because we're true beauty junkies. And I was most drawn to the shades in this palette because, well, they're my kind of shade. You've got a light taupey brown for a transition shade. You've got a soft ivory for underneath the brow. You've got a light shimmer for the tear duct. You've got a black. Actually, this isn't a black. It's more like a deep, 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 deep plum. Or maybe plummy black is the best description. And it says that it smells like a tequila sunrise. I guess so. It's not nearly as potent as some of the other Too Faced palettes that smell like peaches or chocolate, which actually might be a good thing for some of you. I know there are consumers that don't like the strong scents that sometimes come out of these palettes, but this one barely has anything, in my opinion. So I'll update you on my thoughts about this palette. And then the other new product I picked up was from YSL. This is the Water Stain Glow, and I purchased the shade 203. I'm always looking these days for long wearing lip products. I love the Chanel Le Duos. I've spoken about those on my channel. I think my last video I did where I showed my 10 to 15 minute makeup look, I used one of my newer purchases of the Chanel Le Rouge Duo. Those are a double-sided product. You put the lipstick on one side and then there's a gloss on the other, and those stay on all day. They stay on under a mask, at least in my experience. So when I spotted these and I read about them, that they are a stain that will actually stain your lips, so you'll have some color throughout the day, even after putting on and taking off a mask. And I chose the shade 203 just based off of looking at the swatches that Nordstrom had on the website. And this is a beautiful pinky rose. And what I like about this formula is that it's buildable. You can apply a little for just a flush of color, or you can build it up to be more bold, to have more intense pigmentation. And it really does stay on. It wears throughout the day, becomes less and less intense, but you are left with this beautiful stain to the lips that looks very, very natural. So I'm definitely interested in checking out more shades in this product. But if you're looking for a good everyday sort of neutral rosy pink, I would check out shade 203, which is called Restricted Pink. The day I went shopping at Nordstrom, remember I told you that I had gone to pick up my online order and then I wandered into the cosmetics department? That was because I wanted to check out, one of the things I wanted to check out aside from the other newness was this product from Laura Mercier. It is the Secret Camouflage Brighten and Correct Duo. I purchased the shade 2C. They actually had just gotten this product in. They had the display, but the sales associate had to actually go get the product for me from the back. And you know how I said at the beginning of this video that I love shopping at Nordstrom because their associates are helpful. How important is that? I know it is for me. When I go into a store, I really want good customer service. I'm sure you do too. And I'm sure you've discovered, like I have, that not every store is going to go into the back and look for a product for you. They'll just tell you they don't have it. Anyway, I was so thankful that this really helpful sales associate went and got me the product, and I'm still playing around with this. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to use it, because I didn't love it as a concealer under my eyes, but then I started doing more research on it and reading more reviews, and I discovered that the conceal portion is better suited for the face. It does have a really creamy consistency, but I felt like it made my under eyes look a little bit dry. But for the face, it works great. I have some marks right here from old breakouts, and when I wear a tinted moisturizer that's very, very sheer, I feel like they never give me enough coverage in those areas. I feel more confident if I have that area covered up. So this is a great product for that. And I love the brightening side. And what I do with this is I just apply it in this area right here where I have a lot of darkness. Most of us do. And then right here in this hollow, a lot of us have extra darkness in that area too. So I still put my usual concealer on, and then I just pat this through here to brighten. And then I also use it, I already did this so I don't want to cake myself up, but I put a little bit on my marionette lines to brighten here and also around the mouth. This is a great product to have in your everyday makeup bag. All right, next up are those products I mentioned that are just things that I've been wanting to purchase for a while. One of them is the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal eye pencil in the shade I Cheat. It is a waterline pencil. It's a cream color, sort of an off-white, and it's meant to brighten the inner rims of your eyes. And I have had an obsession lately with these types of pencils. I have purchased this type of shade from several different brands, from the drugstore up to high-end. But I've seen this one used by a lot of influencers and a lot of makeup artists, so I thought I'm gonna give it a try. If I had to rank all of my cream-colored inner rim eye pencils, I think this would be my top pick. It's so good. I love how creamy this is. Some of the other ones I have are more hard, so they're not as gentle on the delicate eye area. I'm gonna apply some to my other eye so I'm even. I feel like it makes me look a lot more awake and makes my eyes look bigger. And then next we have the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk number 2 medium and the Collagen Lip Bath in Pillow Talk, which is what I have on right now. I really like the original Pillow Talk lip liner. I've been using it for years. And when they came out with a medium shade, I was intrigued because sometimes I want to use a neutral pink, but I want it to be a little bit more of a brown pink versus a pink pink. And to me, the original Pillow Talk lip liner is a little bit more rose pink, and this is a little bit more brown pink, the medium. And then I love these collagen lip baths. I do own the collagen lip bath in another color. I have the peach, and I really like it. And I pretty much love all things Pillow Talk, so I decided to finally purchase the Pillow Talk Collagen Lip Bath. I thought that this duo would be a great, just neutral, everyday lip color. And I really, really enjoy this collagen lip bath formula. It does contain marine collagen plus lip plumping mustard sprout extract, which hydrates and enhances the volume of your lips, defining the contours and creating a fuller, firmer appearance. Again, the marine collagen moisturizes and creates a plumped effect, while coconut oil nourishes and softens. Pearlescent pigments create a milky, pink, opaque sheen, which reflects the light, making the lips look fuller and wider. Peppermint extract gives your lips a cooling and fresh feeling. That's it. It's got to be the peppermint. I love that cooling feeling on my lips. And I think this color combo is really pretty. And much like that YSL lip tint, this can be built up if you want a little bit more color. I'm really, really loving this lip combo. I do have one more product to show you. It's another Charlotte Tilbury item. It is the Color Chameleon Eye Pencil in the shade Dark Pearl. I own several of these Color Chameleon pencils. They are fantastic. They are creamy. You can use them alone as an eyeshadow. You can use them to layer. And I purchased this specific color because I saw one of Charlotte Tilbury's makeup artists, who I follow on Instagram. I'll put her name on the screen. Her username is Life of Kelly Dawn. She put up a makeup tutorial on her Instagram that was just so beautiful. It was so right up my alley aesthetically. And she just used this. I'll put a photo up on the screen. She just used this on the model's eyes. That was it. She applied it, blended it out with a brush, and it was the perfect smoky eye. I loved the whole look. I ended up purchasing everything that she used because that's how I do things, just like you probably. I see a makeup artist or an influencer do a look that I am just in love with. I end up wanting to buy exactly what they used. So yeah, that's what happened. I purchased this Color Chameleon in Dark Pearl and I love it. Okay, so I thought I had finished filming, but then I remembered that I also purchased a new shampoo and conditioner. I have been a loyal Olaplex user for about a year and a half, and I still love the product. I really have no good reason to stray from Olaplex other than I just sort of want to. I just want to try something else, and I've heard such good things about the Orbe shampoo and conditioner. I used it years ago when the line first came out. I believe it was around 2011, and the packaging was horrible. The bottles were a really hard plastic, and it was really, really difficult to get the product out. And I did like it, but it was expensive and I hated the packaging. I just moved on to other things. Anyway, I decided it was time to switch things up, give another brand a chance, and so many of my friends have raved about Orbe. I do use the straightening cream, the smoothing cream from Orbe, and I love that. So I went ahead and purchased the shampoo for Beautiful Color as well as the conditioner for Beautiful Color. I have not used them yet. Today was clearly not a hair washing day, so I'm going to use these the next time I wash my hair, which will be tomorrow, and I will report back on my thoughts, if these are worth the money, if I think they're better than Olaplex, so we shall see. It does smell just as good as I remember it. All right, that does it for my first high-end makeup haul of the year of 2021. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I picked up. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave them for me in the comments. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.